Year 3, welcome back to lesson 3 of our 3D art. Time to work more on our flowers today. Talk about what we're going to do today. I just want to say a massive well done, fantastic high five and great job to all of you who had a go at making your slab form, whether or not you had clay or whether you made it out of salt dough. Whether you did it in school, whether you did it at home, well done. I know it wasn't easy, and I'm so impressed with the results that you sent to me. And also for those of you who had a go at making flowers, how amazing. So I just want to particularly applaud 2 people who sent me their work. They are Eva Yoxall and Georgia Owenskirk. Let's give them a massive whoosh, whoosh. You guys did an amazing job. I love looking at these pictures here, and it looks like you had so much fun doing your pots and your flowers at home. I absolutely love the way they're both very different, and the way you've painted so carefully, the way you've molded your shapes, your indentations into your slab form. I love the way, Eva, you've gone crazy making loads of flowers, absolutely brilliant. And Georgia, such careful work. So well done, everybody. And if you guys did, if other people did more at home and you'd like to share it with me, please send it to the email address that's at the beginning or the end of this video. Amazing, well done, guys. Okay, so let's move on. Today, we're going to find out a little bit more about how to add to our flowers. Even though they look brilliant already, we're going to do some more to them. So let's see what materials we need today. You will need possibly some more pipe cleaners. If you haven't already made your flowers, you can look back at last week's video to see how to make the flowers out of pipe cleaners. You can possibly use some more today, but you don't have to. So you might want pipe cleaners. You'll definitely want sellotape. We're going to use sellotape. You will need tissue paper, or if you haven't got tissue paper at home, you can use any kind of thinnish coloured paper, maybe wrapping paper, or anything that just is colourful and a little bit thin. Sometimes you might get a present with tissue paper inside your present, and if you've kept that, that would be perfect to use. You will need PVA glue or some other kind of liquid white glue, and a brush to use your glue. Some kind of roughish brush would do, that would be fine. That would be easier though than a glue spreader, although you could try a glue spreader if that's all you have. And lastly, it would be amazing if you could get hold of some buttons. Now, I know that sounds like an awful lot of things, but buttons are easy to get. You can get a whole packet for £1 in Home Bargains, and probably the same with tissue paper and pipe cleaners. So I'm going to explain how to do the next step. So let's have a look. So I've got my flowers here. As you can see, I've put some paper around the stem of my flowers, and I decided to put some stripes of colour in the middle, which will show up a lot better when the glue has dried out and it stops looking drippy. So you can put whatever patterns you want on your flowers. When they're dry, they'll become hard and a lot more translucent, especially if you put a layer of glue over the top. You can do the same with the stem if you want to. I mean, you could leave your stem the colour it started, but if you want to make it look a bit more natural, you could put some green on it. Now, in the middle, a lot of us like to put a middle in the middle of our flower. So I want us just to think about how we're going to do that. If you're able to get some buttons, that might be a really useful thing to use for the middle of your flower. I just got these from Home Bargains for £1 for the whole bag. So you could use something like that. If you want to get really dramatic, you could combine a couple of buttons with some pipe cleaners to make stamen, in case it's a bit like a lily that you've made. You might want some long stamen coming out of the middle. So I'll show you how to do that, but perhaps you might want to keep it a bit more simple. You could just get one button and stick it on. If you wanted to, let me just get that in the middle. If you wanted to make it slightly more complex, you could get another colour and stick that on top. You could even have 3 colours, because the buttons are all different sizes, so you could have several colours there in the middle of your flower, which I think would look absolutely beautiful all by itself. If you haven't got access to buttons, you could use circles of card or material as well. You might have felt at home. You could even roll up little bits of paper and put them in the middle, little dots, a bit like the pollen that the bees might go to. If you want to make one with stamen in it, then I'll just show you how I would do it. If we get our pipe cleaner, we can bend it in half, and then if you thread it through the bottom of your biggest button that you want to use and pull the 2 legs through, then if you want to have another colour, maybe orange, I absolutely love deep pink and orange together. To me it looks like Indian sari colours and I love it. So you poke it through the 2 opposite holes in the next button, slide that one down as well, and then they're both together. But to stop it coming off, you can twist it like we did before, just a little bit, so that you've still got 2 legs but they are tight at the bottom. Then if you want to, you could use beads at the top, they would be even better, but I don't have any beads at the moment, so I'm using small buttons. Now, you can get your button, and again, thread, it's a bit hard to see for people like me, thread your pipe cleaner through one hole of your button, and then if you bend over the top of your pipe cleaner, you can thread it back down through another hole. Just trying to get that through. There we go. And then once you've pulled that to the top, you've got a little extra piece sticking out, which you can, if you hold the button, you can twist it, twist, 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 until that is secure on the end. Now you could leave it like that when you've done the same to the other side, or you could bend it so that it's curled. Perhaps you want to make it look like an exotic curled stamen, or you could do something like just wiggling it backwards and forwards, again a bit exotic looking, or you could keep it straight, because some flowers have straight stamen in, don't they? So if you imagine another bead on the end of, or another button on the end of that one, that will look a bit more realistic. And then when you want to attach it to your flower, just add a really good bit of glue here and stick it on. I would use absolutely lashings of glue there, because the glue will just dribble down the stem of your flower and make that stronger too, and it will dry clear so you won't know it's there. But if you put too little glue on, it will just fall off. If you want to use a glue gun, if you have something like that at home, that would be good too. Okay, show me how you get on.